I'm going to talk to you today about disrupting from within, both in your business and for yourselves. Whenever I think about disrupting from within, I think of the quote from Charles Darwin: "The strongest of the species nor the most intelligent will survive. It is always the most adaptable." I think there's so much we can learn from that quote in ourselves and our businesses. To be adaptable, you need a three-box approach to that. You need to streamline what you do, enhance what you do, and disrupt it. Doing all three in the same business or the same life is the challenging part. We're going to talk today a little bit about how you can manage that three-box portfolio for yourselves and for your business. In managing that three-box portfolio, there are three important lessons we can learn. The first lesson is, if you change nothing, nothing will change. I have seen many an organization or an individual say that they will do and make changes, and actually nothing happens. We see that there are four things that you might need to change in order to be a more adaptable three-box organization or individual. The first is mindset. The mindset of your organization, your employees, or yourself. We have seen over and over again successful disrupting organizations are those that really want to and believe they can. The second is where you focus. Disrupting yourself or your organization is about ruthless focus on the things that really matter. The third is how you experiment. How do you come up with a good idea, take that idea into reality, and then finally the fourth is how you scale. Too often I have promised myself I will go to the gym and never manage to do it for longer than a week. In reality, what we need to do as an organization is change how we have our mindset, where we focus, how we experiment, and how we then scale that into being full reality for our organizations and ourselves. For example, I've seen many consumer goods companies try and launch new products to new customer segments, which they didn't realize were in box 2, and tried to force it through the box 1 operating model. The sales organization, the operational readiness, even the pricing are very different. And most organizations struggle and or often kill something that's in box 2 or 3, forcing it through that box 1 lens. The second point is disruption is a series of steps, not leaps. The best disruptive ideas for our own lives and for our organizations come in the peripheral vision. Too often, organizations bet on what the future should be. That is risky. It might work, but it is far better to start on something that streamlines your business, grow that into something that enhances your business, and then move that to something that disrupts your business. Let me give you the example from the taxi world. Most taxi organizations built an app to manage their own cars. Uber came and built an app that managed any cars. The third box is removing the driver from the car altogether. That is exactly how a great idea moves between those three boxes. What do I take from that in my personal life? Get something started. It doesn't have to be the big disruptive idea, but as long as it is streamlining what you do and you can see how it moves through, starting is so much better than having the best idea. To give you an example of a series of steps, not leaps, from my career, I never thought I'd end up where I am today with the wonderful family I have. I started as a chemistry teacher, and from there I saw an opportunity to start 2 new businesses. And from there I went into the world of M&A. And from there, in my peripheral vision, I saw the world of venture and what it could do for corporates. There was no grand plan. I did not bet on getting to where I was today, as I'm sure many of you didn't. But what I did was I saw my future in my peripheral vision. And my career has been a series of steps, not leaps. The third lesson we've learnt over the last 15 years of looking at the three-box portfolio is balance is key. Don't bet everything you have on the wacky idea in the third box. Be measured about how you balance the portfolio. All the data we've gathered suggests that a nice neutral portfolio is 70% of your focus on streamlining what you do, 20% of your focus on enhancing it, making it better, and 10% of your focus on disrupting it and creating totally new things. Organizations that get that balance right outperform the standard stock prices, and individuals that get that right, understanding where they can streamline what they do today, how they enhance and make themselves better, and how they create themselves in 5 to 10 years' time, are happier, better performing, and often more successful individuals. I urge you to think about your own 3 boxes, as well as your businesses. How are you setting up to manage the streamlined portfolio? How you enhance what you do, and how you disrupt. And I'll leave you with the last thought, which is actually you need a different way of managing each one. Streamlining what you do is never going to sit comfortably with enhancing it. Often there are competing priorities. You need to know how to make decisions separately in each of the 3 boxes. Ironically, things that happen in box 2 and 3 are deliberately rejected by things that happen in box 1. The oxymoron of disruption from within is being able to balance return on investment ROI and risk of inaction ROI in the same mindset. An extraordinarily difficult thing to do. Let's just have a look at an example of a balanced 3-box portfolio. Many organizations have got strong core businesses. I'm working with a consumer goods company which is one of the world's leaders in what it does. They have then set up a new organization to help develop new customer products using the core assets they have today, but with different governance and different sales methods and different operating models. They then also have bases in Silicon Valley, in Israel, and other innovative capitals to really progress the disruptive thought and integration. The secret is how all 3 learn from each other. Rather than being standalone silos, the lessons that each can teach are vital to the vibrant success of the whole organization. So to bring that all together, what we have learned from our experience is that to make yourself more adaptable and have a great 3-box portfolio and to start disrupting from within yourself and your organization, you need to change something. You need to have a series of steps, not leaps. And you need to know how to balance your organization and your individual portfolio. If I urge you to do anything today, it is not to wait. Innovation and disruption is a series of steps, not leaps. You will find your future in your peripheral vision. Starting is so much better than the perfect idea.